Hey there, welcome back. We're Mike and Karen, your hosts for today's deep dive into the world of hotel management. And today we are tailoring this deep dive specifically for you, the Indian hotel owner. We're zeroing in on a single critical mistake that, from what our sources say, is probably creating a massive leak in your marketing budget.
For sure. And costing you thousands in lost revenue
Yeah.
every single month.
Mhm.
And we're not just guessing here. We are diving into a segment from a really vital resource, a blog series called 50 Mistakes, Why Most Hotels Fail and How You Can Succeed.
And it is quickly becoming required reading for anyone who's serious about hospitality growth in India.
It really is. But before we get into the mistake itself, mistake number 49, we have to talk about the author, Coach Arun Kumar Raman.
Yeah, his credibility is so important to the context here. I mean, his perspective is just so deeply rooted in hospitality. He was born in Uti, belongs to the Badaga community.
And that's not just a small detail. I mean, this is the foundation of his authority. The Badaga community is, well, it's globally recognized. UNESCO, in 2009, actually recognized them for being best in hospitality.
Wow, best in hospitality.
Yeah.
That's a serious claim.
It is. So we're not hearing from some generic marketing consultant. We're hearing from someone who has hospitality, in their blood. And that gives these insights so much weight.
For sure, especially for a regional owner. It's that blend of deep cultural understanding and modern digital strategy.
Exactly. So let's shine the spotlight on mistake number 49. It's one that I think a lot of people overlook, but it's a financial killer.
It is. The title is, Your Website is Not Enough. You Need Landing Pages.
And the mission for us today is really clear. We want to show you, the owner, why your money for Facebook ads, for Google campaigns, for WhatsApp broadcasts is so often wasted.
It's about plugging that leak. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're spending a fortune to get traffic, but you're just not seeing the bookings, this is probably why.
Right. It's this tiny little shift in strategy from your main website to a laser-focused landing page that can just immediately boost your revenue and your lead quality.
And the problem, as Coach Arun lays it out, usually isn't the quality of your website. It's probably beautiful, great photos, all of that.
Yeah.
The problem is its purpose. A website is designed to be a library. A landing page is designed to be a sales machine. And that's the difference we're unpacking today.
Okay, so let's start there. Let's start with the trap. The website trap. You've paid good money for it. It looks professional, but it's built to do everything.
And in doing everything, it ends up doing, well, nothing particularly well when it comes to a specific campaign.
Right. So let's break down these fatal flaws. The first one you mentioned is a lack of a focused message. What does that mean in practice?
Well, your website is your brand center, so it has to appeal to everyone at once.
The family on holiday, the corporate group, the solo traveler.
Exactly. All at the same time. And the result of trying to please everyone is, you get this really diluted message that doesn't resonate deeply with anyone.
So if I click an ad for, say, a festive family getaway, but I land on a homepage showing me pictures of a wedding venue.
You've just created friction. You've created confusion. You paid for that click, you captured their interest, but then you immediately made them work to find what they were looking for. Most people just won't bother. They'll bounce.
And that leads to the second flaw, right? This idea of choice paralysis.
No clear call to action, or rather, too many of them. Your website has a whole menu of options. Gallery, about us, room types, contact.
It's a buffet of choices.
It's a buffet. And there's this concept in behavioral science, Hick's law, that basically says the more choices you offer, the longer it takes to decide.
And eventually you just don't decide at all.
You just don't. The guest starts clicking around, gets distracted, maybe they check their email, and poof, they're gone. You lost them.
And that really hits the bottom line. Which brings us to flaw number 3, the tracking, or the lack of it.
The poor tracking and automation. This is so crucial. If you run a campaign, how do you know exactly which ad brought you that booking? With a generic website, it's incredibly difficult.
You're flying blind.
Completely blind. You're just burning money because you can't tell what's working and what's not. A general website might track page views, but a landing page tracks actions. Did they click the WhatsApp button? Did they fill out the phone?
Well, you can't optimize your ad spend. You're just guessing.
You're gambling. And that's why this is such a fundamental problem. The website is like a big general store. The customer walks in looking for one specific thing.
Like a 2-night romantic package.
Right, but they see 100 other things on the shelf, get overwhelmed, and walk out empty-handed, even though what they wanted was right there. somewhere.
It just creates so much friction, and friction is the enemy of conversion.
It's the absolute enemy. Okay, so we've laid out the problem pretty clearly. Let's shift gears. Let's talk about the solution.
The landing page, which, as you said, isn't just another page, it's a conversion tool.
A laser-focused conversion tool. It has one mission and one mission only, to convert the traffic you send to it. That's it.
So let's break down what gives it that power. The first principle has to be that it focuses on just one offer.
One single offer. A Christmas package.
Yeah.
A honeymoon deal. That's it. And because of that, you remove all the other distractions. There's no navigation bar leading them away, no competing ads in the sidebar.
It's a closed loop. It validates the interest that brought them there in the first place and just pushes them to the next logical step.
And second, it speaks to one type of guest. The language, the pictures, the whole vibe is tailored to who you're targeting.
So if you're targeting families, you're showing pictures of kids having fun.
Yeah.
If it's for a corporate retreat, it's all about conference rooms and Wi-Fi speeds.
Exactly. It makes the guest feel understood. The copy isn't just generic slogans, it's speaking their language.
Which makes total sense. Okay, what's number 3?
This one is maybe the most important. It has one clear call to action. One single button.
So you completely eliminate that choice paralysis we talked about.
Gone. There is only one path forward. It might be book now and save 20%. Or, and this is so important for the Indian market, book now on WhatsApp. You're not asking them what to do, just if they want the offer.
That simplicity is so powerful. And the last one.
The last one is that it's built for tracking and retargeting. This is its secret weapon. It captures all that rich data. It tells you who converted, but just as importantly, it tells you who didn't.
So you can retarget those people who dropped off. You can serve them a follow-up ad later.
Precisely. It means every rupee you spend on traffic becomes measurable and reusable. You're not just throwing money into the void anymore.
I love the source's metaphor for this. The website is your brochure. It's comprehensive. It tells your story. It's necessary.
But it's a terrible sales tool.
Right. The landing page, on the other hand, is your sales machine. It's designed for one purpose, to close the deal on one specific offer.
And for any hotel owner listening right now, the immediate takeaway is to just look at your current campaigns. Think about your Diwali package, your New Year's deal. Are you trying to sell that with a brochure or a dedicated salesperson?
That one question could change everything. Okay, theory is great, but I want to see this in action. The source material had a great case study, right? The Kerala Monsoon Retreat.
Yes, a fantastic real-world example. So one of Coach Arun's members in Kerala ran a Facebook ad for a monsoon retreat package. But instead of sending traffic to their main site,
they built a dedicated landing page.
They did, and it was a conversion powerhouse. First, the headline was super clear. Escape to the hills this monsoon 2 in 3D with spa plus meals.
You know exactly what you're getting in like 3 seconds.
The visuals were all tailored. Misty hills, people enjoying the spa, not just generic ream shots. And they did something brilliant. They had a short video of the owner welcoming guests.
Oh, that's a great touch. So personal. It builds instant trust.
It really does. And then the CTA, the book via WhatsApp button, was everywhere, combined with a little bit of urgency. A countdown timer, a limited availability message.
Nudging you from thinking about it to doing it. Okay, let's get to the numbers. What were the results?
The results were, frankly, transformative. They saw a 45% increase in their conversion rate for that campaign.
45%, that's a massive number.
It's a game changer. And they captured over 80 high-quality leads in just 7 days.
Wow. And I bet the quality of those leads was way higher, too.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the qualitative win. They reported spending 30% less time answering basic questions.
Because the landing page had already answered them. It pre-qualified the jest.
Exactly. When a lead came in from that page, the reservations team knew they were already 90% sold. They weren't asking about availability. They were asking about upgrading their dinner.
That's a huge operational win. It frees up your staff to do more valuable things. So you can see how this applies to any package. The source gives a few more examples, right?
It does. Think about a Christmas in Korg package for families. The page would need to feel luxurious, safe, and festive.
Right. Versus a romantic getaway in Udi for couples.
Totally different.
Yeah.
That needs to be all about privacy, intimacy, soft lighting. You can't use the same page for both. It just wouldn't work.
Or a corporate team outing. That's all business. You need to highlight Wi-Fi, meeting rooms, value for money.
And that's the core insight. Each of those customers needs a completely different sales pitch. The landing page lets you deliver that perfect pitch every single time.
Okay, this all makes perfect sense, but I can hear a hotel owner thinking, this sounds great, but it also sounds techy and complicated.
And that's a totally legitimate concern. Historically, it was complicated. You needed 5 different tools all stitched together.
A real headache.
A huge headache. But this is where the source introduces the idea of an integrated system, what it calls a hotel growth suite.
So not just a page builder, but a whole ecosystem designed to make this easy.
Yes. The first piece is a simple drag-and-drop landing page builder. It has to be intuitive.
And crucially, for this market, it needs that deep WhatsApp API integration.
Right. Not just a link, but a real API that talks to your system. So when someone clicks, it doesn't just open a chat. It automatically logs them as a lead from that specific campaign.
So it does the data entry for you.
It does. And then it needs to handle the follow-up. So you need integrated email marketing and a CRM. The moment a lead comes in, the automated sequence kicks in. A thank you email, a reminder.
So no leads fall through the cracks.
Never. And the beauty of a specialized suite is that it should work with any PMS, your main booking system, or even without one at all.
That's huge, so you don't have to overhaul your whole tech stack just to do smarter marketing.
Exactly. It just sits on top of what you already have and makes your sales process frictionless and scalable. That's the key. This is how a smaller hotel can grow smart and fast.
So the final takeaway is pretty stark. If you're running ads and sending traffic to your homepage, you are effectively gambling with your money.
You're paying for high intent and then immediately destroying it with complexity. The shift to landing pages isn't just a good idea. It's essential for smart growth.
So to wrap this all up, the core lesson from Coach Arun is simple. Websites provide information, but landing pages drive revenue.
Your website is the front door. The landing page is the salesperson who closes the deal.
So for everyone listening, the goal is friction-free conversion, and the method is focus.
Coach Arun lays out 3 simple steps to get started. First, build your first landing page. Just pick one irresistible offer and build a dedicated page for it.
Second, track your campaigns. Actually use the tools to see what's working.
And third, make that offer on the page so compelling, so irresistible, that the guest feels they have to act now.
This has been so incredibly valuable, and it sets up the next topic in the series perfectly.
It really does. The next deep dive is on mistake number 50, AI staff versus human staff, who wins the hospitality game.
Ooh, that's a big one.
It is, and it leaves us with a really provocative thought to mull over. We've just spent all this time talking about how technology, like landing pages, can optimize your marketing and bring guests to your door.
Right.
So the question is, as you embrace this automation to drive bookings, how will you ensure that the future blend of AI and human staff at your hotel still delivers that personal, high-touch, culturally rich hospitality that you're known for?
That is something vital to think about. A great place to leave it.
This is Karen.
And Mike.
Bye.
We look forward to diving deeper with you next time.